I'm speaking with attorney Ira Mendelson about Social Security disability. Ira, everybody talks about Social Security disability. What exactly is it?
Well, there are two types of Social Security disability programs for adults. The first is supplemental security income, and that would be for a person who has not worked enough to qualify for Social Security disability benefits and who is disabled. The second part is Social Security disability benefits, which would be for a person who has worked and put enough money into the Social Security system to qualify. And basically, you have to have worked for 5 years in the 10 years before you become disabled for that. The second part of it is that you have to be disabled under the Social Security definition of disability, which means that your disability has to last for at least a year, and it has to prevent you from performing not only your regular work, but for any other work that you might be suitable.
If a person suffers a long-term or permanent injury, are they entitled to receive Social Security disability benefits?
By definition, Social Security is for a person who has a long-term disability, and that means a disability that lasts for at least a year. The second part of it is that their disability has to prevent them from performing not only their regular work, but any other work that they might be able to perform considering their age, their education, and their former work background.
Does someone need to be injured at work to get Social Security disability benefits?
No, a work-related condition is not one of the requirements for Social Security disability. In our firm, we represent many individuals who have been injured at work, but whose disability is sufficiently long-term so that they could also qualify for Social Security disability along with the workers' compensation.
If a person is injured, what do they need to do to get Social Security disability benefits?
Well, the first requirement is that you have to file a claim, a written claim. And then they go through a process which usually takes about 3 or 4 months for the initial application. If they're denied, then there are further steps that they could take.
What should someone do if his or her Social Security disability claim is denied?
Well, they certainly should get an attorney. The nationwide statistics year after year show that people who try to represent themselves at a Social Security hearing win about 40% of the time. Individuals who are represented at that stage by attorneys win about 60% of the time.
Tell me a little bit about your background in Social Security law. How'd you get into this?
Started out originally about 30 years ago with my partner, Jim Buckley. Time went on, little by little, the Social Security practice grew. And so at the present time, I'm able to devote my time exclusively for Social Security disability. I don't do any other type of work besides Social Security disability, and I've done it for about 30 years.
How are attorneys compensated in Social Security disability cases?
Attorneys' fees in a Social Security case are contingent fees, and what that means is that they're conditioned upon your being successful in your case. And what will happen is if you ultimately are successful in your case, there will be some back due benefits or some past benefits that will be owed to the claimant. The Social Security Administration will automatically take out 1/4 of that amount and send it directly to the attorney. The injured person will get the other 75%. So it's a one-term or a one-time fee, it's an automatic fee, and it's 25% of any back benefits if and only if you win.